I saw that Sseth has put out a new video. I could barely fucking read that. Heroes of Might and Magic, Olden Era. I wonder how this is gonna look, so I'm gonna lead off with that. Okay, Sseth, take it away.
Hey people, Sseth here. Visualize happiness. For me, it is holding my greatest enemy hostage,
Ed Sheeran?
covering his skin in honey, and slowly roasting it until it caramelizes into a layer of glaze. I do not watch, I listen to the cacophony of screams as he's pulled apart like a succulent pecking duck.
We just started. We're already starting with the poetry.
Cacophony of screams as he's pulled apart like a succulent pecking duck. My only sadness is in the knowledge that I can't do it again. He's beyond my reach, but for his crimes, he has eternity to answer for.
Oh, nah, not this, bruh. Come on. Oh, degloving. All I'm gonna say.
Alternatively, sure, I'll take a new Heroes game. I have no financial relation.
Oh yeah, I have no idea what this is. Care to enlighten me on what this is?
To Hooded Horse or the perfidious child pickup artist involved in his publication. But let's just say, if Ubisoft had...
Officer, right there.
Do I want to go back and look at what that shirt said? Wait, I missed that. Real life Mandalore Gaming.
Pickup artist involved in his publication. But let's just say, if
Yep, I thought that's what
Ubisoft had
it
their
said.
way, none of this would exist. Replaced instead with mobile slop shovelware, which
Yeah.
I couldn't even access because
Bruh.
as of today, my Uplay account has been acquired by a Chinaman. As they say,
Wow.
we each have our own guardian angels. I just didn't expect mine to be living in the prefecture of Guangzhou. As someone who is on several lists,
What I say? Many Imperials are in league with the Thalmor. The Emperor is nothing more than a puppet of the Thalmor.
as someone who is on several lists, my online security is very important to me.
Okay. You're dropping a lot of tidbits here that I'm like missing if I blink. Holy shit, we actually got a no-fly list. Holy fucking bingo. What? Why? Care to elaborate?
My online security is very important to me. For the past few months, I've been going to coffee shops, ingratiating myself with the Olden infirm, and integrating myself into their geriatric communities. Before long, someone asks me for help with their computer. I oblige, knowing they really just need some company. But this is where I strike. Instead of fixing their computer, I steal their computer and tape a screenshot of a Yahoo Mail inbox to the monitor. I'm able to get about a week's worth of use out of their system before I have to ditch the evidence and repeat the cycle. Worse still, I can feel myself slipping away, as each time I'm forced to snuff out the tender flame of compassion from my heart to do so. There has to be a better way. Introducing ExpressVPN.
God damn it. I knew it was an ad. I was gonna say, it's like, is this an ad? This sounds like an ad. It is an ad. Okay.
Routes all of your online activity through secure, encrypted servers. It's more effective than elder abuse and a lot easier on the wallet. Those...
Oh, I bet it is. You don't have to deal with it, like, ditching evidence in order to continue cycling through elderly people's PCs.
Backgammon lessons were really starting to eat into my figurine
Backgammon?
budget. What figurines? That's for me to know, and you to never find out. Because ExpressVPN is like being on the Epstein list. Nobody will ever know where you were or what you did. Not your internet provider, data brokers, invasive advertisers, nor scammers can see what you're up to. ExpressVPN keeps you safe. With just one click, you can secure up to 14 devices simultaneously. And right now, you can get ExpressVPN for just $3.49 a month. That's less than the allowance my parents give me. And if you scan the QR code, click on the link in the description below, or just go to expressvpn.com/Sseth, you can get 4 extra months of service. That's expressvpn.com/Sseth for 4 extra months of service. Gameplay.
Wait, is this AO3? Is this one of those fan fiction websites? I kind of tuned out for a second because I noticed some of these very interesting tags. You know what? Considering that you're looking through AO3, or what I assume is AO3, I'm gonna just say that, yeah, no, the VPN is completely valid. I don't even think you want your FBI agent to know what kind of degenerate shit you're looking up on there.
.com/Seth for 4 extra months of service. Gameplay is pretty much the same. Prior to standardized testing, IQ was measured by a player's build order. Regular humans are capable of long-term decision-making, prioritizing an economy, while others build every single unit dwelling and run out of gold by week 2. This designates them as barely sapient and are promptly shipped to the bauxite mine to fulfill their destiny.
Bauxite.
But onto the changes. Stack splitting is easier.
Ew. First of all.
But onto the changes. Stack splitting is easier than ever. Same goes for transferring armies and artifacts between heroes. Before,
Okay,
I
so
sent
it's
them
one of
away on
those
their weekly
games.
mission of harassing leprechauns for spare change. We're back to
Oh, of
Hexagon.
course.
Why did we ever leave? Because math is hard, and we're gonna gaslight you into loving squares. Like Tribes of the East, every unit comes with 2 side grades, which can be switched at no cost. Like Civilization, every faction comes with a tech tree. Like Tales of Androgyny, skills come with a selection of sub-skills, which are mutually
Tales
exclusive
of
and
Androgyny.
synergistic. Unlike the incredibly obtuse and convoluted Heroes 5 skill wheel, which isn't even documented inside the game, we now have subclasses, which still require insane RNG to roll the 5 out of 7 slots you're never going to get.
Fucking
Resources
Christ.
are mostly the same, except sulfur has been switched out for alchemical dust, which is required for upgrading dwellings. Or you can spend it all on an infinitely upgradable golden goose egg, which works
Golden
off
goose egg? What is that? Grants a random wondrous reward after a random number of upgrades. Okay. What defines a wondrous reward?
upgradable golden goose egg, which works off gacha mechanics, except
Oh my god,
there's
it's
no
gotcha! Of course it is! I didn't even think about that. It's like, grants a random wondrous reward after a random number of upgrades. You're literally pulling.
definitely upgradable golden goose egg, which works off gacha mechanics, except there's no guaranteed pity pool, and it's designed to rob you. Magic
Oh, I bet.
now works off astrology. Mage guilds are astronomical observatories. Spells are the stars of a constellation, each of which is aligned with a different school of magic. Daylight
Okay,
cleanses,
understandable.
nightshade curses, arcane controls, and primal destroys. On top of this, you have high neutral magic, which is a 5-week countdown until everyone learns Dimension Door. There's 5 tiers of magic and 4 levels for every spell. These range from tactical to completely busted, and I
What
wouldn't
the
have it any
fuck?
other way. Outside of magic, focus is a new resource that's generated by attacking and being attacked, which is spent on unit abilities.
Okay.
Lore, we're in the continent of Jadam. That's
Was that a breeding tree? This is a breeding tree or a family tree? I can't tell anymore, bruh.
Or, we're in the continent of Jadam. That's Might and Magic 8. But it's before Heroes of
fuck?
Might and Magic 1, so there's no devil aliens yet, because Might and Magic
Yet?
6 hasn't happened. This matters to absolutely no one. Don't even get me started on what a Varn is. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Currently, there's 6 factions, and I'm gonna cover them all. Temple. The Temple
Okay.
of the Sun is known for many things. Mainly, getting genocided by the same group of adventurers on a yearly basis. Turnover rates are high. Nobody has time to read scripture, and the entire process of catechumenism is condensed to a podcast seminar by whoever survived.
The reason that white people are inferior is because they don't have enough melanin in their skin.
As such, our theology has suffered, and our angels are just golems on string. Regardless, they have some of the best lineup in years. Free entire
Did that knight just gritty on me?
just golems on string. Regardless, they have some of the best lineup in
Right
years.
foot
Free
creep.
entire shooters, 2 of which can completely ignore ranged penalties. A set of armor, which duplicates and reflects every single positive effect. And a solid steel wall of swordsmen, griffins, and inquisitors that ensure their backline remains untouched. And in case you ever get bored of playing artillery death stack that kills everything before it has a chance to get close, they still have cavaliers.
I mean, but why not? You're pretty much assured victory if they pretty much can kill everything within the split second it starts.
Artillery death stack that kills everything before it has a chance to get close, they still have cavaliers. I played the self-insert. Effortless Strike removes the focus cost of attacking with your hero. Battle Frill allows you to use it again if you kill the stack, and Inspiring Strike gives a 5% chance of resetting the cooldown cooldown per point of morale, but
Under the ideal scenarios, that could be completely busted.
I was already morale maxing, so he killed everything himself and won the match.
Oh my
Grove
god!
represents the Druids of Murmurwood. It's Sylvan Rampart spliced with Conflux, except every elemental can awaken to receive a heavy steroid. They're expensive, bulky, and completely grotesque. Pixies
Oh, yeah.
are now a neutral unit. You get the scraps left over by your haggard butch lover. An amalgamation of rotund chopplegangers that belong better in a trench than broad daylight. Physiognomy aside, they take some getting used to. Understanding is half the battle. And unfortunately, I'm retarded. Grove.
Understandable, I feel that in my soul.
As casters, the strongest magic and the fastest unit in the game, which guarantees you the first move. Each spell has its own
Flaming
cooldown,
Phoenix.
so I can't spam Armageddon. Unless I retreat, return with another Phoenix, and spam Armageddon. But that's not always viable, because single hero and tournament are very popular variants. So instead, I play this abomination, whose mirror
Who dat?
copy works on the enemy to duplicate their strongest death stack under my direct control, which then
Oh my-
proceeds to murder the original. And since I'm abusing thaumaturgy,
That's actually insane. You have the ability to pretty much create an exact copy of your opponents, but yet they are capable of defeating the original.
direct control, which then proceeds to murder the original. And since I'm
Wow.
abusing thaumaturgy and murmurmancers, this will be my 4th spell on the first round of combat. And then I found out about luck, Grove's synergy with luck, and how, as a result of several subskills and laws, each of my units now crits for 300% damage 100% of the time. Dungeon
Wow.
is the Alvar
100% crit chance is so beautiful. Listen.
300% damage 100% of the time. Dungeon is the Alvar Triumvirate. Basically bricks, but with troglodytes. The Dark Elves are in collaboration with the Dragons of Garrett Gorge and the Minotaurs of Ravage Roaming, resulting in
Hold on. That dragon looks very similar to the, like, what was it? Like the cover of one of the Spore DLCs, I guess. That's what I think of when I look at that.
of Garrett Gorge and the Minotaurs of Ravage Roaming, resulting in a combined alliance of strength, resilience, and centralized banking. Each of their units come with a unique fighting style. Troglodytes can spit phlegm. Infiltrators can infiltrate other men, and the rest basically
Okay.
land more hits based on the position of the enemy, punishing tight formations, close groupings, or just existing in the general vicinity of a dragon. The trade-off is less damage until you develop a legal system and simply outlaw the penalty. As merchants,
Bruh.
we play only the greatest of merchants. We take Antiquarian, unlock his money printer, and buy every artifact in the game, as their sum greatly outweighs the monetary cost. Necropolis. The necromancers of Shadowspire don't know how to raise dragons yet. So far, we can
Bone
fuse them
dragon.
together. All we need is several living dragons and the entire economy.
Whoa, look at those dragons. Lich dragon, cave dragon. That lich dragon looks crazy, bruh. And the cave dragon looks dope too.
Living dragons and the entire economy. And then, my enemy casts Guillotine, turning the most powerful tier 8 neutral into the most expensive pile of milk bones. Accordingly, vampires are your new ultimate, because that's all we can afford. The blood waterfall isn't even real, it's just red 40. My wife is dead. I don't want to...
Another case of fucking vampires being posers and not using real blood. They're using anything, literally anything except real blood.
remarry. I just want to summon skeletons. His
Hell yeah.
rewind life can overheal and over-revive to create temporary stacks for the duration of a fight. All life is endless increases the effect of heals and revives, which synergizes with summon avatar to double this bonus. I take no losses, because at the start of every fight, I multiply my ghosts, which coincidentally also have the ability to multiply, leading
Oh,
to
wow.
a carefully managed feedback loop of infinitely rising numbers. Or just take Kelgul, rush Dread Knights, and win without firing a single synapse. Schism. On the continent of Arathia, to the north of Avlee, is meant to be Vori, the land of the Snow Elves. This region
Snow
was never
Elves.
implemented or playable, so it's subject to a lot of speculation. Schism is complete fan fiction where Dark Elves have discovered and dug up Vori rituals to pull creatures from other planes,
These are
or
Dark
the negative
Elves?
space in between.
Is that No. No, that's impossible. It's a squid.
As
It's a
result,
squid!
is melting,
Yeah!
going
Hold on. Sorry. I don't know what came over me.
Impossible. It's a squid.
As a result, everyone is melting, going insane,
Ew.
or bloat maxing. In exchange, they win the numbers game using
I was saying, this looks very eldritch.
going insane or bloat maxing. In exchange, they win the numbers game using dead tissue to bind more horrors and using victories as momentum to artificially inflate their stacks. Hive, following Hero's tradition of having Inferno as the worst faction, Hive makes an attempt. They get the coolest tier 1 in the game with the best idle animation, but they have absolutely no shooters unless you have a mountain of resources for a tier 6 side grade. And
What
they
the
don't care.
fuck?
Once they close the gap, there's not much you can do, except watch them multiply because they can also lay eggs. Now, normally, there's counterplay to a highly vulnerable patch of temporary troops that take time to hatch, except the Hiver put his hornets on standby, so he'll always get the last move, lay his eggs, and spawn them without contest, at which point
Wow.
his cooldown resets. But that's not too bad.
That's
until you
true
encounter
propagation.
a maniacal reaver and lose half your board in a single turn. You see, normally units take turns and wait for everyone else. Maniacal reavers ignore this paradigm entirely because as long as they get that Call of Duty hit marker, they get a second, which is separate from morale, so they get a third. As your eyes start tearing up and your Pampers diaper
POV Seth's writing this script. Just got my nails done. Yes, queen.
sags under the weight of its liquid gold. A fucking worm
Wait, that's a phone?
tearing up, and your Pampers diaper sags under the weight of its liquid gold. A fucking worm shows up and eats the rest of your stack. Also, don't try to mix armies, or a single hive mother will ruin your day. As she multiplies her stats,
All that, all over.
will ruin your day.
Bro, is that salt? Don't tell me that's salt. My mouth gonna be dry as fuck.
As she multiplies her stats and propagates them to the entire swarm. But everything I've described isn't the worst. No, taking a hero specialized in attribute gain and learning, leveling them to 12, and resetting their level to 1 with the faction-specific building that was recently buffed to give them 4 of each stat for every free level spent isn't just the worst. It's already banned and competitive, which doesn't mean anything, because it's the same group of Poles, Russians, and dare I say, North Macedonians that complain about everything. 99% will never play competitive heroes because they don't live in an Eastern Bloc Khrushchevka. I have, so I'll give you a metaphor. SCP-106 is slowly chasing you, except it's David Goggins, and he's rock solid. He took his Rhino 99 Vyvanse and Tamriel rebuilt dick pills. He's got that migraine rage.
It was like some time ago that I actually learned what the term rhino pills meant. And it seems like my acquisition of such knowledge is coming in handy because now I understand this.
Except it's David Goggins, and he's rock solid. He took his Rhino 99 Vyvanse and Tamriel rebuilt dick pills. He's got that migraine rage after playing Deadlock. And after 10 hours of anticipation, he phases through the wall and loudly proclaims, Goggy want fuck. That's what competitive is like. In summary,
Ew, what the fuck? That is disgusting.
what competitive is like. In summary, everything I said is a lie. Necro and Schism are currently busted. Hive sucks ass, and I'm not handing away strats to my enemies. The music is good, the town screens are nice, the story and writing is atrocious, and sounds like the intrusive
about right.
faults of a Tumblr blog. There's no teams for players, no underground, no water tiles. But none of that really matters. It's early access, and they
Fuck
seem
is
to be
this
doing
shit?
a good job. This is the same team that brought us
What kind of cooking was that?
It's
I see
early access.
chips, fucking Lay's barbecue
and they
chips,
seem to do a
milk.
good job.
Was that cheese or pasta? La cheese. That looks fucking disgusting.
This is the same team that brought us Darkest Dungeon without the gay sex. I believe in them. If you like
Oh, I saw a video recently about Darkest Dungeon.
heroes, you'll like Olden Era. But why listen to me? I'm an influencer. Do you know what that means? I'm one plane flight removed from being a human porta potty in Dubai. Don't listen to my shit. Decide.
What is wrong with me? I was like partially concerned because I'm like, all I saw was the toilet, so I'm just like, damn, how much force you got into that thing, bruh?
Don't listen to my shit. Decide for yourself. As always, more content to come, so stay tuned. A warm thanks to the many members of a Merchants Guild, generously funding and bankrolling these videos. You're all truly wonderful. Have a good one.
Yay. That was interesting. That was enlightening. So, okay. While I've learned to understand each of the factions and some of the basic game mechanics, I feel like I still didn't quite understand the point of the game. But given its aesthetic, I can only assume that it's just one of those like real-time strategy type games. Maybe I'm just slow. That's just purely the assumption that I get just from the type of game that I saw. One thing's for sure, yeah, no. The way Seth described everything just kind of makes it seem like pretty much every faction in there is busted in some way, just that some of them are more busted than others. I still don't think that those types of games would ever fall within my scope of interest, but it's nice to see people talk about it or see other people play it.